The mana is what it really is it's monoatomic elements, platinum elements. What that means is they are atoms that are in the outer valence ring of the atom is completely captured by the nucleus. The two outer electrons enter into what's known as a Cooper pair, and they'll go into this high spin state, so they don't bind with anything. And as a result, it changes the nature of the platinum atom. So like gold, for example, which is a platinum metal, it just ends up appearing as this white powder. Because it's in this high spin state, it refracts the light, so it just appears as white. It doesn't absorb any of the light, so it just appears as this white powder. And it takes on a nature that is different than regular metallic atoms that are in a clumps in a state where they're binding with each other. And it takes on more of a superconductive property. Well, this mana is found in just about everything, but there's the alchemists figured out there's a secret way to extract it. And the mana, because it's in this weird state, it doesn't react to normal testing the way atoms that aren't in a monoatomic state react. Normally, if you want to tell what a substance, either like a spectroscopic analysis where you subject it to a fire, or you can do like a burn test, or you can do like a chemical reaction to it. We'll see what chemicals it reacts to, and this will give you an understanding of what it is. Well, this doesn't react to any of that. It doesn't show up as anything, which is the whole reason why it was called Manna, which in Hebrew actually means "what is it?" is what Manna means in Hebrew. Means what is it? So it's describing what it is, because it doesn't react. This Manna, platinum metals can be converted into this monoatomic state, and there is an alchemical process for how to do that. Certainly, it's alluded to in the Torah when Moses burns the golden calf into a powder. That's what he was doing. He was converting it into this monoatomic state alchemically. But you can also extract it out of things, in particular vegetable matter. There are certain plants in the Dead Sea region in particular that have high concentrations of this mana. And that's probably what was being alluded to when Moses also witnessed God as a burning bush, because you have to calcinate down the bush in order to extract the mana out of it, these monoatomics out of it. It's also can be found in animal matter. Some people believe this is really why the Jewish priests demanded these burnt animal sacrifices in the Bible. What they were really doing was extracting the mana out of the ashes of the animals. And it was also baked into bread. And so most people in the Jewish tradition are familiar with associated mana with bread, because it was baked into the bread, or the shewbread. In fact, even Solomon, it's described that he used to receive 666 talents of gold a year in exchange for bread. Well, this number 666 was a number of transformation. It had nothing to do with the devil. And what it was saying is he was transmuting the gold into this mana bread, into these monoatomics. So this was a great alchemical secret, and it was also realized that this not only did the substance have healing properties, but it was superconductive, and put in the right conditions, it could produce a tremendous amount of power. So one of the treasures of the ancient world was these arks of the covenant. And I say arks because there were multiple arks.